Welcome, guys. This is season 3.5. So the premise of this series, I explained it in the end of the last season, but just to reiterate, so you can make it down. You can, I guess you got it. So make sure there's no confusion. You might have noticed first that this is a Wednesday, not a Tuesday or a Thursday. And that's how it's going to run every week on Wednesday. So it's going to be a once a week. Judging by the number of projects I have on my little paper list. That's right, paper. It's an odd concept, I know, for someone who does YouTube. But I have maybe 2.5, possibly 3 months of content. And this is mostly designed to finish up all the little tiny projects that we just never got around to doing. But I didn't want to extend the village season even higher. Now, the first project that we're going to do is right here. In this nice little episode crate. And it's green stained glass. Now, essentially what this means is we're just going to be going around. We're going to be replacing all of the glass. Oop, where's the hide cutting? There it is. All these bushes with glass. Now, I chose to do this one first because I also want to explain everything that is going to be going on. Now, essentially, first things first, this is all side projects. If you're not a fan of that, then I guess go ahead and skip this little series or whatever. Because we're not going to be doing a season 4 until I'm done with all this stuff. Oh, sheep. God, you're loud. Loud sheep. Very loud sheep. Yeah, there they are. Now, season 4 will happen, but after this, obviously, as I just stated. And season 4 is going to be broken up into 2 parts. Now, whoops. Oh, I do have self-touch something, don't I? When it comes to this series, I'm going to try and accomplish one thing in every episode, but I'm not necessarily going to finish that one thing in the episode. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Makes sense to me anyways. Because a lot of it's going to be requiring me to do a lot of repetitive action, and eventually it's just going to get boring. So, there we go. So, essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to try and go as much as I can in the episode. Then I will do the rest of it off camera. Now, because this series is intended as a kind of a filler / mini break for me, this allows me to get some of these projects done. Plus, it's a break. It allows me to play the new games that are coming out. That I really... Why is that glass? Oh, because it's in sand. That's why it's already glassed. Ow, ow! Don't stand on that. Okay, hold up. Options, music and sound, friendly creatures, right off. There we go. Okay. Yes, because of the time of year and everything like that, I have accumulated a large quantity of games that Hello, that is an awful lot of cows. I'm gonna have to cut that down. I've accumulated a large number of games that I wish to play, and I want to play them. So, what I'm going to be doing is using this as a kind of filler stuff. We can accomplish a few things, and that's why it exists. Because once I'm done working off camera on the current projects that I've shown, I can invest time playing the other games. Now, because of that system, or that desire, all of these episodes are going to be kind of bulk recorded. I didn't get something underneath that. I'll have to put something underneath that. And when I mean bulk recorded, I mean I'll probably be recording 2, 3, possibly even 4 at a time. So the off-camera stuff, such as finishing the stone wall, like doing the stone wall will probably be an episode. I might not make it an episode just because I've shown it a few times already. But using that as an example, say we started it in an episode and we got this far. I wouldn't necessarily in the next episode be done it, right? It might be several episodes later before this is actually finished. It's the same with the glassing, right? I only got 42 left. But the reason behind that is because I also want to spend some time playing the game. So what I'll do is I'll record a few in a row, you know, back to back, then finish all the projects off camera, and then after that, I have a couple weeks of just not having to worry about recording it and stuff like that, and getting some other games done. Because just to let you know, today is March the 3rd. That's right. Today's the day the Switch came out. The Nintendo Switch. Now, am I buying one? No. Will I buy one? Maybe. Eventually. But I have no intention of buying one right now. Mostly because I'm just not a fan of the actual, I don't know, the selling point of it. Like, the whole selling point of the Nintendo Switch is that it's the portable play system. And I already have a Nintendo handheld, so I don't really see a point in having two separate. Or having one console that does it. Now, eventually I'll probably have to upgrade to it, but that's whatever. But the bigger thing for me is that Breath of the Wild will be coming out soon as well. And they have the Switch version, of course, which probably I think is already out. But they also have a Wii U version that they're releasing. Why is that growing there? Oh, because I took out the thing, didn't I? There should have been a pumpkin there. That's another thing that can get added to the list. Fixing the crops. I didn't realize I glassed so much of this already. Anyways. Yeah, so with Breath of the Wild coming out on the Wii U shortly, I want to make sure I have enough time to play that. Plus, I've been playing Skyrim on Steam, and it's just, I don't know why I've waited. See, with Steam, because, you know, I got Steam so we could play Starbound and stuff. But we know how well that panned out. It worked, but it was the wrong choice of game. And when everything's said and done, I still have Steam, obviously, but I've been like remembering games that I was like interested in or that I liked when I was younger. Like, I used to play the crap out of Oblivion. So much so that I pretty much knew a lot of the quest lines and stuff off by heart. Like, I knew exactly where we had to go, what we were doing, and stuff like that. And then, okay. And it was all like almost second nature to me. So Skyrim is a huge upgrade to it, and it just feels so much better. Not to mention, I'm actually capable of being a ranger for once. Proper archer. As opposed to what we are in here, which is not a proper archer. We're kind of a... Oh, I'm out of glass. Do we have any more? I don't know. Do we have any more? It's very interesting. Alright. I have a cactus. That's not what I need. I have no cactus green. And I have 64 glass. Alright, so let's get... Odd blocks has 5? Yes, odd blocks. I need to stop spamming so quickly. I want 2. Because that'll fill up the furnace. Furnace. And... oh no, we're only going to put 1. Because I also want to go out and break the cactus. Which means I need an empty space for the cactus. What was I saying? Skyrim? Yes, right. Skyrim's a huge upgrade for the game. And I'm enjoying it a lot because I can play a proper ranger. Which, to me, by the way, is an archer who wields an axe as his backup melee? I guess is what you would call it. Or what I would call it, anyways. Now, in Minecraft, we can do the same thing, right? We can have sword and board, or not sword and board, sword and bow. Blade and bow? Bow and blade? Bow and blade. That's usually what I call it, I think. and that works really well, as we know from fighting the Ender Dragon. But the main issue with it is that we don't have the ability to defend ourselves. And in Skyrim, we do, because when you're wielding one axe and nothing in your offhand, you can either equip a shield, which is possibly a way I should be going, but I'm just choosing not to, because it's more weight that I already don't want to carry, because I'm wearing heavy armor as it is. 1 second while I take a drink, because it's early in the morning and I need my coffee. Coffee, I love it. That was an odd sound for a coffee cup. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna go downstairs and sleep, get rid of the night. The game is really quite entertaining and stuff like that. I know I got really derailed there off topic, but essentially, this is probably how the series is going to be. Me talking about a different game while playing Skyrim, or while playing Minecraft. See, that's how much I like Skyrim right now. I've been playing it a lot. So much so that when I first looted up the game, I tried to hold shift to sprint, because that's how I have it in Skyrim, is shift is my sprint button. Yeah, I know, right? The glass isn't important, but I can then throw that in. We'll go like this. And we'll make a nice good chunk, which is probably enough to finish the glass. Now, we were over there, so we can just start on this end. So, as I was stating, the idea of this series is to allow me a break from having to worry about constantly recording them, and to play the games that I've been building up. I mean, every gamer knows that they eventually get to the point where they have so many games they're trying to play, but they're not really getting anywhere in any of them. So they need to spend time and dedicate to one game. Okay, I'm gonna have to chop that tree down then. I need access to the... Whoops, didn't mean to break that. To these back here. To that one, and to that one. Now, I got all the ones around here, right? Yes. Right, so every gamer knows that eventually they have to dedicate time specifically to one game, which usually means sacrificing other games, temporarily. And, like that, essentially that's what I'm doing here, except in this case, the game I'm sacrificing technically is the one I'm recording, which is usually not what you do. But I have no intention to record anything Nintendo, because one, I don't have the ability to, and two, they can be uppity, shall we say, very specific about what you can and cannot put up, and how long you have to do so, and so many restrictions that I'm just not okay with. Even for ones like me, where I'm not actually making money off of it, they can still be a little uppity. Now in this case, we managed to actually get the entire project done in the episode, which is kind of nice. But the other episodes, probably not so much going to happen that way. But yeah, that's pretty much today's episode. These episodes may be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter than normal. Still going to aim for 15 minutes, but, you know, you never really know. That puts me off every time that you can't actually see your hand go up and eat when you're in this view. But anyways, I guess I'll see you when I see you.